Hello everyone, Jashaf here. Today we're gonna have a look inside the famous CasiOak, in this case the mini version. Reference number GMS-2100 PG for these rose gold and black options. In the review video I made for the watch few months, many months back, I did mention that I want to disassemble the watch and also swap the parts to turn it from this rose gold and black version to this, and all black, well, mostly black at least, CasiOak. So with that said, all I have to do is just swap the parts which I have over here: the bezel, the minute marker, the hour index marker, and the faceplate for the watch as well. I bought all this locally, so you won't be able to buy this thing as easily. But if you were looking to buy the watch, Buy Japan will get you covered. Link could be available down in the description box. If you sign up, you'll earn an extra 1000 yen discount for your order. Shout out for Buy Japan for sponsoring this video. And let's begin with the disassembly. Here is the watch, and let's start with something simple. Just by removing the strap out of the way using a standard screwdriver like this, you could just pull the quick release lever, and there we go. This is pretty much the easiest part you could do. And if you have an extra 16mm watch band, you could just plug it in there and you'll have yourself a different G-Shock watch. But remember, you have a bit of blockage over here, so make sure the shape of the band look kind of like this so that you could plug it in there easily. Now if you want to change the band keeper of your watch, just in case you want to swap this to, I don't know, something metal to match with your watch, black, green, or in this case rose gold, you could do that by removing this buckle. So push this spring bar down there and it will comes out just like that. If you could find a replacement buckle, you could do that as well, change it up to different style if you wanted to. In this case I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So here is a 1.5mm hex screwdriver, and let me show you guys something weird about a watch. As I already demonstrated before, it just cannot fit because it's too big. And this one also provide me a 1.0, or in this case 0.9mm hex screwdriver, and it is too small now. I cannot open it with any of this tool, so I don't have any tools with me to open it up. And if you're just buying, you know, any tools like this from a hardware store, you won't be able to open this up. So I just try it out with different kind of tool bits, and it turns out this one is security Torx with T5H. I don't know what that means, probably 5mm size, and apparently it fits perfect, and I could just twist it to open it up. This is not the best way, not even the ideal way to do it, because this will definitely scratch the interior, the coating for these, well, rose gold screws, which is pretty expensive. I mean, this is one of a kind, but it works in my case. This is the only way I could find to open up the screws, so let's do that. Okay, now done with that, but remember, see, you cannot remove the bezel yet, even though you already removed the screws, because there are 4 washers inside in red color. Something that I didn't realize before, so I tried to force this bezel out like that using the screwdriver, you know, just to nudge it up a bit, but I end up exerting too much force, and I scratch this side of this bezel. I'll add a close-up for you guys to see, and I also damaged the portion of the casing, the hard case underneath as well. So remember guys, even after you remove the screws, you're gonna need to remove this red washer as well, pretty much a gap between the screws and the bezel, so you won't be scratching it. Okay, let's remove this 4 piece here. Don't lose them, or else the bezel of your watch will start to be loose. Okay, now removing all 4 screws. Now just press it at the center a bit like that. Boom, it will fall down. There you go. And there's one more thing I need to point out. It's not, oh guys, if you look on the underside of this metal frame or metal bezel, you'll see that All of them have been ion plated to, in this case, rose gold, but notice there's one slot over here, pretty much on the top right corner, didn't have any coating at all. That is purposely done so to connect the there's a gold springs that connect from that backplate screws all the way up to this metal bezel for the watch, making this part sort of like an earth mechanism. I don't know, anti-static mechanism, I don't know, but it works. It connects all the way from the circuit board on the inside all the way up. Here is the movement for the watch. As you can see, the battery was located somewhere on 12 and the 2 o'clock position. It is quite small. Here is the piezoelectric speaker spring, and here's the other side of it that connects to the stainless steel backplate, which I already kept in here. That is the speaker that provides all the beeping sound for the timer and alarm. And yeah, if you swap the battery, use a pair of tweezers like this and touch this AC plate like that and touch the negative side as being instructed on the sticker. As I already performed that and move to the front, you'll see that the watch had been reset just like that. And now I could perform the hand adjustment function and press adjust, it moved back in place. So that's how to perform the AC. And now let's start to check the battery out. If this battery runs out, of course over time it will. But notice of how thin this movement is. Look at that. Look at how small this thing is. CR1025. I want to change this rose gold hands as well, but apparently metal component is pretty hard to source, so yeah, I don't think I'll be able to change the hands, only the faceplate. Put those aside with the glow-in-the-dark sticker at the back of them, if you notice. Okay, now here is the faceplate. If you want to change this up, pick a same flathead screwdriver and just runs it underneath it. Under the impression that this part is, you know, somewhat aluminum, stainless steel, some form of metal, but apparently from what I could see it looks like plastic to me. So yeah, but the color really looks like metal, right? If you want to change the polarizer, I guess, yeah, this is where you could do it, right? Just peel off the first layer in there, but this one is already in positive display, so I don't need to do that. If you have a negative display version. Perhaps if you want to change it up, you could try, but not for today. Now I'm just gonna install this thing. Look at that, there's a sort of like a, not a clip, just indicator, a point, one over here and one over here for you to align the faceplate. The bezel is the easiest thing to customize, by the way. Just plug it in like that, nothing else to do, just like that. Let's try it out. Wow, that looks pretty cool already. But just for the sake of today's video, just in case you want to swap the indices of your G-Shock watch, because believe it or not, the one I have here, both of them also have glows in the dark properties. Well, they are not as bright because they are in black color, but they could glows in the dark. Alright? So far so good, no scratch at all. Look at that, clean. And there's the gasket for the glass at the top, just in case. Do not lose this thing, okay? Just put it aside. That's the glass. And here is the original index marker, black plastic part, right? And at the top, look at that, it looked like metal, just same thing applied on the faceplate. Gloss finishing. And the thing about this is that it didn't have any glow in the dark properties, so there's that. Here's the other side, the minute marker. The underneath part is matte white plastic. The front part look like metal finishing. Really cool. Alright, so I'm gonna swap this to black version. So let's see how this thing's gonna work. So here's the casing for the watch, okay? I know for a fact this one is the bottom, this one is the top side where the springs go, so that's your indicator right there. Should goes like that, right? Something like that. Okay, and then place this minute marker next. Where is the 12 o'clock position there? And there we go. We just have ourselves an all black face. And then if I were to add this movement at the back, you could see it totally changed the entire appearance for the watch. Wow, we already could have a rough idea how it's gonna look like. So if I put the bezel now, look at that. Gorgeous. Unlike me, remember, you don't have to customize your G-Shock watch like this. Just buy the all black options. The price is much cheaper now than it was many months before. Just go to Buy Japan, link will be available down in the description box. Use all the discount coupon to save even further, so you don't have to go through all this process. If you want an all black version, just go with all black. But remember, if you want me to customize to other colors, say a green bezel, a red face, or any color combination, just comment down below, let me know. I'll try it out and share some photos just to give you guys a rough idea. If you change the bezel to green, if you change the bezel to yellow, I'll try to find the parts. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but maybe transparent will look cool, right? Transparent faceplate. Oh, transparent indices. That's gonna look cool. But anyway, it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a nice day.